Hello and welcome to the show. I'm Donnie.
And I'm Nick, and today we're rambling with Kyle Wicks and about some GoPro and some adventures and all that good stuff.
Hello, folks. Thanks for having me, guys.
Yeah, no problem, no problem.
Good to have you.
So, yeah, if anyone doesn't know what a GoPro is, this is it. This little unit right here. Basically, like at last podcast, we were talking about cell phone photography, right? How nobody really buys point and shoots anymore, and I think that's really what fills the void.
Right. So, and that's it. And obviously, GoPro is the standard, but there are some other companies that make them. But most people, again, it's like talking about a phone. You say an iPhone, regardless of what phone you're talking about. When you're talking about this kind of action cameras, GoPro is what we're talking about. Do you want to explain a bit, Kyle, why it's GoPro for you?
Yeah, for sure. I would say GoPro, just the versatility, like just being able to just grab it no matter what you're shooting, family, landscapes, just every day, and I just grab it, throw it in my pocket, and just run with it and shoot. And I really like that you don't have to mess with too many settings. You can just, the focus, with the bigger cameras, you have to take your time and stuff like that. With the GoPro, it's just, bam, you got your shot. And it's right. Such a wide angle, too, where you're able to capture the moment from so many different perspectives.
Right.
I love that there's so many mounts that you're able to just, mouth mount, chest mount, head mount, wrist mount.
Yeah, they pretty much thought of everything, eh?
Yeah.
Put all the mounts on.
yeah.
Look like a knight,
head
to toe.
I usually look pretty goofy out there most of the time filming.
Yeah. What I enjoy most is like you love to shout at your GoPro, eh?
Yeah, GoPro take photo or GoPro start recording.
These will start going off.
Yeah. You better watch out, it might.
Yeah, they're really cool, and like the ruggedness of them. That's always been their big selling feature too, right?
Oh yeah, like just the waterproof. Like I've dropped it in like the water so many times. I don't have to worry about that. I've fallen off my bike and it's handled everything. Drop it. Yeah, it handles anything I've put it through, and it's been through some stuff. Trust me.
Yeah. So they are waterproof standalone, but there is also like a waterproof housing you can get for if you're.
Well, the original ones, if I'm correct, you had to put in a housing, right? Like up until 7 or something.
Yeah, this one I think goes down to 30 feet, and then you can get like a housing that goes over and then goes down even further.
You want to tilt that mic up just so that.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. Beauty.
Watch,
Test
you
mic.
So the other ones you had a housing that like no matter what, like I had to have a housing to go underwater, but now it's just bareback. You can throw it in there, don't have to worry about anything. And then you can get a housing to go even further, which is a huge selling point for me.
Yeah,
they're cool for sure.
Now from using your GoPro, you then entered some competition and did quite well in that. You want to explain the whole competition, how you entered it, how the sort of process went to actually winning, or how you explain it. I don't want to take away from the proper story. So
just over I think 2-3 years ago they had it's called the $1 Million Challenge. So anyone that owned the Hero 7 camera at the time, their newest camera, was able to submit content into them, video. They were looking for videos, and at that time I had the Hero 7, so I think there's a few months you're able to shoot, so I just was shooting anything and everything kind of thing. And anyone that I said owned the camera, you could submit to GoPro and they would review it or whatever. And I just went at it, and eventually I got a notification from them a month later after I shot, and was saying I was part of this video. So they were using clips from everyday users, and they're going to make a worldwide promotional video from just everyday consumers. And I ended up being one of 57 creators around the world chosen, and what they did was disperse that $1 million between 57 of us.
That's still nice, because even whenever you think of America's Got Talent, I watch that with the family, and they'll go, it's $1 million prize. But then whenever you watch at the end, it tells you it's like $1 million over 25 years. I think it's actually longer now. So it's not like this idea that you're going to win. If I worked at a good job for 25 years, there's probably a good chance you're making a fair chunk of that anyway.
Yeah.
But
it's a bonus though.
But if you're in a choir or a group on that, right?
Yep.
Then there's
Oh,
20
true.
of you getting $1 million over 25 years, so it's
never
really
thought
not
about the
no,
choir
yeah,
guys.
exactly.
Ooh.
Anybody, so you want, if you ever top tip, you ever want to go to America's Got Talent, go solo. But apart from that, let's get back to what we're talking about. So you were part of 57, but you were on your own. So
Yeah.
the prize then has come your way, and you want to explain? Like, I'm sure that was pretty exciting, eh? That was.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it. I remember I knew the launch of the video. They obviously asked for the raw video, and they asked me some questions, what would I do with the money and what I do and everything. So I kind of had a feeling that I was, on the eye at least. And
Yeah.
so the morning of the video launch, I just was watching and just bam, there's my clip, and I just was just freaking out, and
bad,
I
eh?
couldn't believe it, and just and then shortly after that, I got the email and just like everything, the money, and just seeing myself, and it was such a crazy
Surreal, eh?
feeling being
That's
part
cool.
of the community that I've looked up to for so long, being like part of just so many people around the world. Like it's such a worldwide community, and
Right.
like from athletes, everyday just people to photographers like me, and just it was so cool just to be amongst that, and just it was such a
Yeah.
GoPro's got probably the biggest community, I think, out of like for brand loyalty.
Oh, yeah.
Without a doubt, there's nothing that touches it. I don't think.
It's so, and that's been one of the biggest joys for me, is just being able to connect with so many worldwide people
Yeah.
around the globe that just have such a passion for capturing life through a GoPro,
Yeah.
and just it's been amazing to just know people around the world that have some different cultures and just everything. It's just, and you reach through social media, and just we have that passion GoPro, and it's just
Yeah.
it's brought so many people together,
that's
and
cool.
it is really cool. Just and then just being a part of that is just couldn't believe it.
So do you do a lot of editing through the phone then?
Yeah, so they actually have a quick app, is what it's called,
Okay.
GoPro app, quick app. You can just download it right on your phone, and you can actually edit iPhone videos, DSLR videos, any video
Really?
through that app. But mainly, like, I usually just do my GoPro edits through that. But yeah, you can. They have a cloud, like you can download all your footage right to the cloud. And literally in a mere seconds, I could shoot a video right now with you guys, connect it to my phone, preview it, edit real quick, put it on my social in a matter of 30 seconds, a
That's
minute.
pretty cool.
That's good.
And it's just complete HD quality, and it's just in a matter of minutes. And that's another really cool feature. It's so just bam bam, and you're sharing
That's
it.
what everyone wants.
Yeah,
The
exactly.
quick,
Exactly.
easy
Yeah.
way you go.
And it is the part of being instant. No, if something happens, you want to get that story out as quickly as possible. So with the versatility of that,
Exactly.
you're done right now within like a matter of minutes.
Yeah,
It's uploaded. It's so if something happens, like say if you're out shooting whatever you're shooting, like where potential storm's going to happen, it looks like it's blowing past. But if something happened here, you could have that done, and
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
it's all up live, ready to go.
Yeah,
And
we would have to drive home, hook it on a
Yeah.
laptop or computer.
Right.
Yeah,
whatever.
exactly. And they have you can do the speed, coloring. They got music, just everything,
Yeah.
just bam, bam, bam. And it's just it's been a really cool tool for me to use and
Nice.
get my videos and just edit and get them out. You know what I mean? Because it takes a lot of time to go back, like you said, and put your footage on and
Yeah.
download the computer, and it's a process, right?
My one disappointment with GoPro was I wish they kept building that drone.
Oh,
That
yeah.
thing was
Yeah.
sick. Like
Yeah.
I thought like for their first attempt, like they're competing with DJI, which is
Right.
ginormous though. But,
for sure.
But I mean, like their first attempt there, they had it. So because like I don't know, have you ever really looked at it?
No.
So you have a gimbal that mounts to it. So if you want to just use a gimbal,
Okay.
you can pull like the front of the drone out, and then you have a gimbal
It's
with a
called
GoPro.
Karma
Okay.
Grip.
Yeah. So it's like that was awesome.
I think I've 4 or 5 years. I still own it. That's my drone choice. It's just a little big. Other than that, it powers through the skies, and
Nice.
having that GoPro on the camera is just for pictures and videos. For me, it's just awesome.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I hope maybe one day they'll
I hope so.
continue
Because like the whole,
something.
like, you
or,
could constantly upgrade your camera
Right.
on your
right.
drone,
Yeah.
which is huge in itself.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
It's locked out at the 7 right now, but the 7 still takes some pretty good
Yeah,
quality,
yeah.
and it was so cool, like you said, being able to drop your drone off, and then you have a handheld stabilizer gimbal.
I wonder if it's because like their stabilization in their GoPros now are so good, you almost don't need to. Like, does anyone really run a gimbal anymore?
I don't think so. Like the
there's
stabilization on that Hero 9 is just
nuts.
and then you can hook on. There's a lens, the Max Lens mod.
Okay.
You connect a lens, and it enables like horizon lock, so you can literally I can rotate my camera 90 degrees. But it'll still stay locked in landscape.
Really, that's
and
wild.
then the stability even upgrades even more, and it's just
so the lens pop, because that was the one the one complaint I had with the Hero 8 is like the lens couldn't pop. Like if you smash your lens, you're buying a new GoPro.
Yeah.
So the 9 you can pop that lens off and replace it again.
Yeah, you just literally click that little piece off and it pops out.
Yeah, because I remember the 7 and all they did it like.
Yep. It's the same thing, and then you just connect the Max Lens mod.
Okay.
And that gives you.
So what's the Max Lens mod? Like, is it like a wider lens?
Yeah, it's a wider lens, and then it gives you like Max Super View, and it gives you more stability, and then it gives you that, and you can lock the horizon.
Nice.
That's pretty cool.
You can lock the horizon in with that, but only in linear mode, so it's like pretty.
It's tight.
Tight, and then like. It's just like I can lock this with my mouth mount I wear a lot, like it is like that, but then it's locked in for portrait for like stories and stuff.
Okay. Yeah.
So it's just
That's
any
cool.
mount, like you can just throw it on like or my head and on a and just lock the horizon. It's just so versatile.
That's wild.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
it is. It blows me away.
It's crazy how like all the big like Sony and Nikon and Canon, all those guys, they've never adopted any of this like these features that like phones have,
Right.
and like this stuff has. Like it's weird. I don't know.
I wonder if they do think it's sort of gimmicky as far as it is usable.
But even for like their entry level cameras, right?
Yeah,
like, I don't know.
That's what. But so do they feel that it's worth adding? Because they haven't, none of the camera makes have really ever adopted anything other than better video, right? They haven't really, even when you're changing your portrait mode or whatever in your camera, it doesn't really, that hasn't improved or changed in any time, right? It's as far as the usability of it, not like the technology in it.
Yeah.
But that would be my feeling, that they say, like the same way why maybe they haven't competed with DJI with the drones. They're going like, let them have their piece of the pie. You know, they're doing it well.
Yeah.
Like Canon are having issues, Nikon keeping up with Sony in the mirrorless.
Yeah.
They'll need to throw another spanner,
True.
a wrench in the works there, and start going, well, let's try and compete.
Yeah. Then you're just doing everything kind of half
Exactly.
done,
And that's what happens a lot of it. Like whenever they start going into this here, they can't do it totally. So unless they were actually going to just tell everybody at GoPro, look, we're going to hire, we're going to give you double your wages, we're taking you off from there, and get the engineers and that from it. You know, the investment.
Yeah, they definitely have a good team behind.
Yeah, exactly. You know, I mean, so like, why touch it if it's if it's not broken? You know, you have to understand that some companies are always just going to do something not necessarily better, but they're better at that, but they're not better at this. So we're happy enough to stay at that. You know?
I was wondering, like, maybe it's like they just like the core values of photography so much they don't want to add anything else, because they do have kind of like they don't even have any like weird modes. They have like filters and stuff you can apply on all the cameras. But I don't know, weird.
And even that, I would say some of the settings that are on the enthusiast and professional models are really, like, they probably consider gimmicks.
Yeah.
They don't really expect people to use like
no one's buying
the
a
filter.
1DX to use.
Yeah, to put
whatever,
it on
like,
sepia.
Sepia mode.
Right, you know, like, and that's right. If anybody's going to do it, they're going to do it in post.
Yeah,
right.
Exactly.
They're going to go home. They're going to edit it there and take it from there. I really don't think there's any reason for, and that's probably, in my opinion, why they don't touch the drones anymore. Like, DJI's hitting it, and then you've got tons of other companies saying we've got a great drone. You know, why meddle in something that you're gonna, if they feel that they're only going to be able to put half-hearted effort in?
True.
Like every time they bring out a new generation of it's better than the last, right? So like at the minute they're already turning over huge amounts of money by just saying, it's like, you know, whenever the new generations of smartphones come out, they've got a dedicated core of supporters who are lining up ready to get the next model.
Unless they have something revolutionary to offer,
right?
That'd be a different story.
And even if you see that, right? So if you're online and you see the Facebook ad or the Instagram ads come up in your timeline and they say they've got a better drone or they've got a better adventure camera, you almost scroll past because it's not GoPro, it's not DJI, it's not so it's even hard for those people to break into it. And I don't personally believe whenever they say you're tempted, right? You're tempted to sit and go, "Oh, that sounds good," but I've learned my lesson with buying stuff on these Kickstarters and stuff. I'm never doing it again. So it's just like it feels unless it comes from that brand name, you feel like no, it's not worth it.
Yeah.
Because
sure.
if it's that good, they'll either have it or it's coming out.
You are honest because Sony actually released action cams back. I don't even know if they still make them anymore. But they outspec'd GoPro for a while. But like everyone was like GoPro had such a name that no one was buying the Sonys. Like,
well, even that your 360 camera brand's it.
There's a Samsung one.
Right. So again, same thing. So there is other big names have tried it, but it's probably not worth their while. That's how I see it. It's just like if you're going to have a piece of a market that somebody's got a massive chunk of, there's no reason to get involved, right? Price wise, yes, you could say they're a pricey product, but whenever you've got somebody who's happy enough to spend $1,000, on the latest one coming out, there's.
I don't know how much. $500.
Yeah, I think they're $549 at Best Buy in Canada. Yeah.
So they're not even if you even to get all the adaptions and mouth mounts and head mounts, you're not spending more than $1,000.
No, for sure.
So whenever that's not, it is the fair chunk of change. Nobody want to be dropping that all the time. But at the same time, it's not DSLRs. It's not mirrorless cameras where it's thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars, and then you have to buy a lens for thousands and thousands of dollars. So it's kind of affordable, and the quality you're getting from it is fantastic.
No, definitely.
We didn't even talk about where we're at right now. We're at like one of your local shooting spots, Old Uriel.
Yeah, here you go.
Pretty good. The lighthouse looks like a fresh coat of paint on it.
Yes,
I'm not sure if you can see that in the camera.
Yes.
Nick was pretty excited to get really far away from it, but it is out there. That white dot you can see there, I'm pointing. Right there.
No, it'll be on there. I made sure this time.
Yeah, so this is one of your hot spots, eh?
Yeah, I always love going here. You can always catch sunset, sunrise, stars. Yeah, you can always count on a nice little walk on the beach. I love just getting creative out here and just shoot. I've shot a lot of my favorite photos out here, actually. Yeah,
the one you posted a couple days ago, yesterday?
Yeah, I posted today, actually.
It was like probably right here, right? Right
just out on the water, just easy stroll. And
nice.
Yeah, I love 20 minutes get to the spot from my house. You can't really beat it, right? And
it's a nice beach. Probably like the nicest beach, I think, in like this area, or like even Essex County doesn't have anything that touches it. Point Peely maybe, but
well, it depends what you're looking for. Like this is a public beach, right? Where Point Peely's a park, right? So that's a bit more accessible that way.
And the town's awesome.
Yeah, it's a nice area. It was a nice little sort of
it's a very nice
summer place, right? It's got a cool little vibe to it, right? It's nice.
You got something going on with the company here, right? Or
Yeah, 5-0. Yeah, I've shot some photos for them, and just actually going to be having some photos up in their shop here in the next coming weeks. Just kind of waiting for things to open up here.
What do they do there?
They sell a lot of apparel and just a lot of Erio, just homemade, just anything really. Like towels, sweaters, hats, T-shirts.
Nice.
Just a little bit of everything. You go in there and gift shop.
Small town feel kind of.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, is it a seasonal store? Or is it open year round?
I think it's year round.
Okay.
I've honestly I've talked to them over the winter, and just because things have been closed, I haven't really officially even been in the store or met with them.
Okay.
I've met with them and exchanged some clothes and stuff.
Let's go.
Oh boy.
Just going.
Mike. Let's see if we can. We'll get her going.
Don't worry, don't talk, Kyle. I'll keep talking while we're talking. See, why I was excited about getting Kyle today is because Kyle lives in Chatham, and my favourite food store in this side of the pond is in Chatham, Craves Poutinerie. So I'm giving a shout out to Craves. So we stopped by, supported them, bought some local poutines. I can't help. I love going to Chatham to work because. Just for the poutine, I'm literally not going to work for any other reason than I know it. Around noon, I'm going to be swinging into Craves.
Can't beat Craves. That buffalo chicken.
Yeah. So I got the Philly cheesesteak, absolutely delicious. But there's probably half the menu I would eat in there, and I think it's fantastic. But anytime you're anywhere near Chatham, go to Craves Poutinerie. I'm not paid for this. I wouldn't want to be paid for this because I'm happy enough to give them my money.
Yeah.
Or your money in this case because you paid for it today. But Craves Poutinerie, that's where it's
so
at.
Good.
Yeah.
So good.
And they know Kyle by name as well. So Like,
Yeah, George, he's a great
Georgie,
guy.
eh?
Yeah,
He's
he's a great guy.
actually, I really, because there was one time I was only working there one day of the week, but they had a 1-day special of the 3 little pigs. There's 3 different types of pork on it with a honey glaze thing. And I was there the next day and I'd seen that the night before. Oh, I'll go in and say, well, when you had the special, no, it was only 1 day. No, I came all the way from Windsor for this. So he made it for me. So
Awesome,
that was.
Were you making work out here? We're like, oh,
Yeah, pretty much.
yeah.
Pretty much. I'll just have to pick. Oh, I left my cocking gun there. I have to go and pick that up. But yeah, man. So anyway, that's a big shout to Craves. Kyle was just finishing before his microphone attacked him. About he's doing a little bit with the one of the local stores here, which is good. You know, it's always nice that people recognise you for what you do and want to be involved, eh?
Yeah. It's been awesome for them to just appreciate my work and to have their support and be able to help them out and work together in any way. Yeah, it's been great. And like I said, I have a big portfolio out here, so it's been cool to, get the work spread out in this little community out here. It's such a big community, and
that's cool.
Yeah.
So onwards from the competition side of things, so you continue to sort of work with GoPro, and you've got some stuff coming up where you're heading out to do some sort of, don't know if you actually could call it work, but it's,
I know, eh?
Yeah.
I know.
So what's coming up for you?
Actually, I've been able to over time just shoot various projects or photo missions for them and stuff, and thankfully this year they had a new project system for basically anyone in the community could pitch them project ideas or just any idea that they had to go shoot with GoPros. And I had an idea to travel across Canada.
That's
and,
a good one. That's a good one.
I figured, so
You're the only one to come up with that idea?
That's it. Nobody else to come on. It doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. I'm going.
Yeah. So it just was like, it's now the time with everything with COVID and stuff. I figured that would be something. It was early in the year that I had to pitch the project, so it was hard to what was going to be going on. So I figured that'd be my safest bet, and thankfully they got on board. And on July, I think the 17th, I'm going to be heading out on a 4 to 5 week road trip and just heading out from Chatham here and driving up through northern Ontario and across Canada, and going to be touching down in Alberta and British Columbia for 3-4 weeks.
Nice.
And just capturing all the moments I can, and just going to be telling my story through GoPro and through photos and videos.
And is that going to be like an ongoing thing while you're doing it, or is it like once you're finished you send them a whole sort of, or is it going to be they're going to feature you throughout the trip?
I don't really know. It's no set details.
Okay.
I know at the what's involved, I'm going to be having to send in like my videos and photos that I create, and then at the end of it I have to create a photography tutorial video.
Okay.
And then make a 30-second video using obviously GoPro and their quick app through my phone.
Okay.
So that was kind of under the license, and then maybe they feature a story of me visiting a place at a certain day or something. I'm not sure, but
that's pretty cool.
See,
Pretty cool. You guys are the only smart ones here, I think.
Getting a bit colder, you think?
Yeah,
A little chilly.
I figured I'd bring this,
Eh?
I know.
It has. Well, it'll warm up again. The clouds are right. The sun's going to hit you again in a second. So through this, now GoPro, do they still support you? We're saying that they still get you to use. You always have the latest GoPro equipment going, and they send you some stuff to outside of just the cameras. They send you some other stuff to play around, swag to play with.
Yeah. Honestly, I couldn't be more just thankful for their support and continuous support, like just to be in the family, and they have so many people involved, and thankfully, I've been able to keep some ties with some people. And shout out to Anita and all those people at GoPro. Thank you. But yeah, it's just thankfully over the last couple of years, they've been able to send me their newest gear to a little bit before the everyday person gets it to test out, and some swag. They got some pretty cool lifestyle gear now, some shades and some hats and some sweaters and backpacks. So I get some little perks here and there, and
nice.
I couldn't be more thankful. It's just
it's
such a
cool.
cool brand to be part of.
No, it's always good to be recognized, and like it's again just to reiterate to people, it just shows you don't have to be someone special. You don't have to be the top of your game as far as like a top athlete for somebody to come along and back you, to support you, right? No, you were just a regular dude there from Chatham.
Yeah.
Big
out
town of Chatham.
hitting the holes in one. Ruined your golf career and
Regular dude.
Yeah.
How many holes in ones have you done?
I can't count. I can't count how many I've had.
It's hard to count 0 on 10 fingers.
Yeah.
No, so that was great. I'm not joking aside, but it is, like I said, you were out there, obviously you submitted in hopes of winning, in hopes of being part of it. But whenever you actually do get recognized for something out there, it must be pretty special, right?
Yeah, it was such a great feeling. Like I know, before I got kind of recognized, like anyone that has a GoPro can submit content to
right.
them. So this is, anyone can do it, right? And so I was always, like looking up to just everyone that was getting, featured by GoPro or involved with them, and it was just. Yeah, it was just work hard and stay passionate at what was around me and just keep shooting and sharing and tagging and being involved and, working hard. And thankfully, I got recognized, and I just, once that started and I was able to win a couple challenges and, like I said, still be involved with them. It doesn't get old when, they ask me to do something or just anything. Sure. It's a thrill.
The winning clip, if I remember correct, it was with the Swans, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I had a drone shot actually with their drone, and it was in the middle of winter, I think late November, and the marsh was kind of half frozen in the middle water, and there's probably about, I don't know, a couple hundred swans, and then the couple seconds they had was there's like 5 of them landing in amongst the crowd, and
nice.
they added a couple little sound effects.
Nice.
3 seconds and boom, that was it. And it's just like. But I've been, a couple other videos here and there, but that was that, and they've had actually that was the first $1 million challenge, and they've had 2 since then that they've rewarded. Just another handful. Of
now, are you allowed to enter them again?
Yeah.
Oh,
so I entered. I worked. I'd say harder the last 2 years trying to submit some stuff and didn't make the cut. But so much talent out there that everyone's so deserving. And the last 2 videos, 2 years are just unreal. And just, hands, claps to everyone involved. And, I gotta work harder, I guess.
Well, I'd say there's not necessarily an element of luck, but whenever there's so much content coming in,
it's subjective at that point.
Exactly, subject on the point that if they are looking at names, they may sort of again judge you more harshly because you have won it before. For example, if he's not up in this game by another 20-30%, where somebody who's just got into it and they shoot something that's kind of dramatic or whatever, it's just so it does become there is more of an expectation now than anything to do. But the fact that he hasn't been left by the wayside by them, they've continued to support him. Like that to me that speaks volumes, right? It sounds good to be involved, but whenever you've been involved to that level. You're never going to begrudge. And the same thing whenever we see anybody, any of our friends doing well with their photography or they take a good shot, I'm always happy for them. Whenever there's some, like, I don't begrudge anybody doing well or whatever from something that they've worked hard at, when they've put the effort in,
for sure.
and they go out and they get a good result, or they're just passionately enjoying it. I don't care if people's photos are terrible. If they're going out having the greatest time of their life,
exactly.
You just go like that exactly, more party, and you'll understand as much as us that it's being out there and experiencing it is more of the joy than the product at the end. So if you get recognized for your product, that's fine. But the chance that you've been out there to enjoy it.
It's not like if cameras disappeared tomorrow, I'd just be like, I'm not going out.
Yeah, exactly.
Again.
I think sometimes we might lose sight of that a little bit. Where we're saying, like, even I've mentioned it's cool that you can get the instant upload and whatever, but sometimes sometimes I've been without my camera, or sometimes I'll go out and not take photos. Like I'll see things and watch it and going, like, I'm just enjoying this. I don't want to be taking photos, just immerse yourself in the experience. So it's I think that's a bit big for Buddy's dog there. We've got a guy here just out of shot. He's got a black German Shepherd, and he's got a
take a video.
6 foot log. He's going to throw for his dog. Let's see, buddy. Hold on.
Is he trying to throw it?
He dropped it. He gave up. I think he seen me hitting the video. But we're recording in 8K. I really don't need that.
8K.
So he's give up on carrying the log.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah.
Where were we at there?
I don't know. Just enjoying it. I think we're enjoying this. We shouldn't even record that. We're talking about not recording everything. Record that in video.
No, it is. Yeah, that's a big thing for me. Just being out there, right? Like, you never know, like, what you're gonna see in nature, right? And just being out there. Like, for me, like, I don't try to focus on one thing when I'm out there. Like I just go out and whatever I find, right? And just,
That's the best way to do it, I think.
Yeah.
No pressure kind of thing. And
Yeah, for sure. You know, you have your you have your ideas here and there, but
Yeah.
a lot of time it is nice just to go out and take a stroll, and you know, if you don't bring your camera out, you don't.
Yeah.
And if you do, you do.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just taking in the experience, and you know.
So a joke there. We've got some real big action in the background today. Like, this is Nick's worst fear, that people would ever show up in the back of our shot.
They're quiet. They're quiet. We're good.
They're quiet, but they're really just they're doing this on purpose, walking back and forward. They're probably wondering what we're doing.
They're doing a photo shoot.
I know they're doing a photo shoot, but they're probably
yeah.
like, we'll just walk by. Like they're doing something. But yes, so during the day, obviously just in the summer months, I guess, or the good months, what is your job at the golf course?
Yeah, I work seasonally on the ground crew at Links.
Okay.
So I just do a little bit of
Whatever.
everything, just maintain the whole 160 acres. So just maintain the whole golf course. And
So you're huge into golf before that, or like?
yeah, golf. I was 13 till about 20. I was pretty everything. I played golf pretty competitively. I was trying to chase after some scholarships and stuff like
Nice.
that, and yeah, it was my life pretty well growing up. And then I honestly just a couple injuries kind of, and then I just stopped playing a little bit just because just when you're not playing at the level, gets frustrating. And then honestly, I started just got a GoPro actually, and I got a little more passionate about just like camping and being outdoors a little more. And then I've just kind of just been pursuing that more. But yeah, golf's always just been a huge love for me and passion growing up, and it's still there today.
Yeah. Yeah, you still do all right, it looks like.
I batter
Oh,
around
fuck.
here and there.
So you shoot primarily on GoPro then?
Yeah, I would say, I have my GoPro, and then I shoot with my Canon DSLR. But it kind of honestly just depends what I'm shooting, really, what I'm trying to go for a lot. But I would say, a lot is with my GoPro. I just like that just it has such a different, unique shot to it, like with the wideness and the fish lens, and I can do a lot of things like emerging shots, and there's a lot of things that I find that just I can do differently than a DSLR or something, right?
They actually have their own complete look to it, like that super view.
Exactly, right?
It's followed them through the last 15 years. So.
And for me, I've always been shooting photos a lot. I figure GoPro's been video a lot, but I've always been pro photo with it. And that wide angle, I love it. Just being able to just shoot and have such a wide frame to work with, and I love it. And then now with the Hero 9, they updated the sensor to the 23.3 megapixels, so it's just the quality's just next level.
Doubled their
and I've been waiting for that, so I was drooling when I see that.
Nice.
Yeah.
Exciting for sure.
So you're saying you're heading off in July, so that's the next sort of big trip. But you were talking on the way here. Some other things. There's so much to do in this area, right? Without having to go too far. So you've been away with us a couple of times there, and
that was a good hike. That one.
it was a good hike. It was very quiet. We thought we lost Kyle a
fun.
couple of times, but we heard GoPro take photos, so we knew he was okay. But no, it's good. A lot of this is accessible, right? And I think that's one of the things we'd like to get over with people is that no matter what you're doing here, if you're into photography of some description, GoPro's good for it. And we use the SLRs, and that's so like saying, I've always been tempted to get a GoPro, but never got one because I'm just going I've got my drone, I've got the thing.
You don't be too gear heavy.
Well, that's it. Literally, I would only want that for all the times I'm missing something. So I just want it live, strapped to me at all times, in case anything goes wrong, right?
Battery pack.
GoPro
Just
recording.
constantly is recording life, right? It's just because that's whenever you always feel like you're missing something, right? The time you don't bring your camera, which again we're saying that's fine, but it's usually when something exciting happens. Whenever, right? Oh, I wish I had the camera. But that's probably
You do miss a lot without cameras.
Oh, of course you do.
It's the worst feeling too.
No. Did I ever tell you about I wanted the Google, not say Google, but whatever brand eyeball?
Is this a real thing?
No, that's my real thing. I might sell it to Elon. Because I think he'll be right into this. So this is my idea, right?
Okay.
You go, because there's people need eyeballs, right? So you donate your eyeball to somebody who hasn't got any, or one, or whatever, blind, right? No, whatever they can do with eyes now, right? They get an eyeball transplant, and you get an implant of a camera, eh? And it's constantly recording, like your dash cam.
Like your dash
Yeah, so that whenever you got the app,
Where
So-
do they put the memory card?
Yeah.
No, it'll be connected to your phone.
Or
So
do you like roll your eye over and you got a
It's your
USB
thing.
port?
Yeah, that's not. That's if you think the size of the SD cards and
Yeah,
stuff
yeah.
in your drone,
Yeah.
that could be it. No, like we haven't worked all the kinks.
Have you
But-
came out with some prototypes yet?
No,
No.
no, I'm going to start a Kickstarter.
Kickstarter.
First of all, I need people to donate their eyeballs.
Yeah.
But so that's what I'm saying. So like then you have the app. So like your dash cam, whenever something exciting does happen, because obviously a lot of mundane stuff, pretty much 99% of your life's mundane, right?
Yeah.
So you're just going to wipe it, right? But whenever that thing does, save that clip, and then you go home and edit it.
It's a good idea. Yeah, we just gotta work on the whole getting it approved by.
On morality,
Yeah.
morality of donating your eyeballs that are
Some
perfectly.
eyeballs.
But I'm sure like at some point we get to the stage where people would
Well,
think
they had the Google
glass.
Google Glass.
It-
Or
it-
whatever.
I'm surprised it never really went.
Well, I think the technology wasn't there yet. It was like the quality of the video was crap.
But there is some people like that have used it for like sight problems. I remember some kid. There's a couple of people who were on. One of the kids was on AGT. He had the glass and he used it, but it seemed to be that there were very specific reasons that it worked well. It wasn't like saying I'm not sure if they're continuing to work on it, but there was just like literally a couple of really
He was
niche.
on IGTV, as I said.
No, that's a good one. I like it too.
Do you ever
No,
use IGTV?
no, let me
A
finish.
couple.
Yeah?
Yeah. So America's Got Talent, AGT.
Okay.
So the kid was on it. There was something wrong. He was going blind, and he was able to use the Google Glass to improve his vision or whatever it was. And I go, so what's your? Let's go to Instagram. Kyle's obviously a big Instagram. That's where the majority of your social media is, right?
Yeah, definitely share a lot of that on there.
So there now on Instagram you can just obviously post your regular pictures. You can do reels, and you can do IGTV. Now,
Yeah.
now I've seen IGTV like a lot of on my feed now comes up, and there is a thing, and I think they're pretty good. No, because you watch the first like 20 seconds, and then it says, "Do you want to continue watching?"
yeah, watch
right, so it gets the hook in a little bit. But obviously, you have to start off your video pretty good. So I suggested this to Nick yesterday, and he got pretty angry. Like, angry. It is. So what happened was he posted a reel of the solar eclipse from the other day, right?
Yeah.
Now he made a fantastic time lapse, nice full picture frame video, and I said put it as a reel, and I meant IGTV. So he first of all get angry at me for not naming it the right thing.
I was confused. I was like, I didn't know you can post landscape
Oh, okay.
as a reel without getting the letterboxing.
Oh, okay.
Then he's
yeah.
like, oh, do it on IGTV. Then
Right.
like, does anybody use IGTV? And then I ended up posting on IGTV, and then it says I posted a 2-minute video, and it ends up being like 13 hours long or
Well,
something.
I think there was a problem with whatever you did. Not.
I did it twice. I deleted it and reposted
And it still come up 13
Yeah.
hours.
Yeah.
Really?
Well, whatever. But it didn't because it went into the different folder. I never seen it on, but I see other people's
But
IGTV.
the only thing I did differently, I clicked off. I didn't want it in my feed because I didn't want it to go. I didn't want. I didn't
yeah.
want.
So
it
it's
to
your
have
fault.
3 eclipse things.
So you're blaming Instagram or,
No.
or the fact that I
It'll
told you
still
to,
show up on your feed. It just won't show up on my.
it didn't
my,
show up on my feed. I'd
no,
never seen it.
but-
Well, in fairness, I don't really scroll tons of.
But that's,
I really
that's
don't.
how Instagram works too, though. Like if Kyle can post something, I might not ever see it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's why engagement and everything's gone so
Yeah.
poopy now.
Funky.
Yeah.
It's a-
You know what? It's got a bit like Facebook in the way that you'll see something as soon as you click on it, open it. Oh, that looks good, and it goes off. Right? It goes.
That's the worst,
it
yeah.
refreshes or something. You go, oh, and you like the
go.
wrong picture, or whatever. No,
Yeah.
that's not what. And then I'll try and scroll to find the one that I've seen, and it never comes up again.
yeah.
So that's that. There is some real kinks, and obviously that's probably since Facebook took over.
Yeah.
it's-
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's when
feel like it
Instagram
kinda-
kind of went poop, and
Yeah.
I think anyway. I don't know.
But
Yeah. Back to IGTV though.
so you using it? What do you? How do you feel about IGTV?
IGTV, yeah, I have a few videos. Yeah,
Get any interaction with them?
no, I would say on most probably like photos do the best on my Instagram, but I've done a few IGTVs. Actually, going to be posting one in the next week or two, so we'll see how it does. But
I'm gonna just keep liking it.
My
but
one IGTV only had 1 view.
That was me.
Yeah, that's because I sent him the link. I was like, how's this even work?
Well, the first time you sent it to me, it said error, because then you said, oh, it doesn't work, and it did come up error, but with a couple of seconds, it started showing it. But then I went out of it and tried to go into your Instagram to watch it, and then I couldn't find it, and then you told me it was in that separate
IGTV folder.
folder, which,
Not any of the There's already too many things.
yeah,
I just want to be able to post pictures. I
is hard
hate
to
doing
keep
my
up.
write up Like
Yeah, I don't know that.
I know I sound like a caveman when I do them. No offense to any cavemen listen.
Yeah, sorry, caveman. There's nothing wrong with being a caveman.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. There's so much social media right now. It's like you see why like the big celebrities and stuff like that, they have a team to do
Right.
it.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
you cannot post on everything
Right.
yourself.
Stuff.
It
No,
is
no,
a-
it's
For sure.
like obviously now TikTok seems to be the
yeah.
biggest thing at the minute. You know, I haven't even bothered downloading it because I just can't be bothered learning how to. And people saying like, "Oh, I still can't learn how to do TikTok," and I'm going, "You had to learn. Like there's like a learning curve." And I'm definitely not going on it. Then I'm not even touching it. Do you do anything with TikTok?
I've got a few, yeah. Nothing.
Now do you use like totally differently? Do you, or is it with your still sort of same content?
It's like
Yeah,
similar
I'll
to
just
a reel, right?
yeah, I'll just post like a video. Yeah, just basically a reel. Yeah, nothing. I don't like edit like for TikTok. You know what I
Right,
mean?
right,
It's just
okay.
kind of
Yeah, I like the reels because you can use music and it's not copyrighted.
Yeah,
Where
yeah.
YouTube, you
Oh,
post
yeah.
something and it's copyrighted.
Yeah.
Right.
That
But-
is cool about reels.
That
Yeah.
is kind of cool. I don't know.
Yeah.
There must be some sort of copyright law that if you go more than 30 seconds or something, I don't know.
Oh,
Yeah.
It has to be something like that because there's no way all these big music people are
Yeah.
like, oh yeah, you can use our stuff. For
I wonder,
free.
well, I wonder if it's like licensed, almost like Spotify, because I know some of the ones from back home. If they have music and I click on it, it won't come up. Says then it'll say something about copyright. So there is some
Yeah.
sort of release for them to be allowed to do it, as long
Definitely
as
a cool feature.
yeah, link
Yeah.
back to them. But no, that's definitely lots of ways to try and connect and that there. But like the social media thing's it's a real game, right? It's
Yeah, it
Yeah.
is. It's I love it and I hate it. Like
Yeah, I'm
it's
the
it's
same way.
given me a lot and some opportunities. You know, got my work out there, but at the same time, it's just a lot of pressure to keep up to everything.
Yeah.
Right.
But it, you know, at the same time, it is fun being able to share moments and you
Yeah.
know
Right.
experiences. But it's gets overwhelming
It's a
sometimes.
job. You can make
Yeah.
it a
yeah,
job.
Oh, for
absolutely.
sure,
And that's
definitely.
literally you could be full time at it because if you're not. If you're not posting and like having to learn how to write like a quick and the right word at
Oh,
the start
yeah,
of a
for
post
sure.
with the eye catch and stuff, if
Yep.
you're not doing that, that does become a full time job.
Yeah, I've been keeping pretty steady at it over the last couple of years, and you know, yeah, you fall here and there, and just I wouldn't say I'm like hard at it, but like it's more than the average person. But yeah, it's tough to keep up to
Yeah.
the captions.
Yeah,
and
and then trying to think of it
replying.
and the tag because you start being told, oh well, it doesn't matter what you hashtag now because it's. But then it says, oh, you got to get your hashtags right, or you've got to tag the right people
Yeah.
in it and at the right now. No, now you've got to do it in the right day at the right time. You know,
know.
oh.
There's a whole science, but like nobody knows the science, right? It's the
Well, that's
dreaded algorithm.
Right,
that
exactly.
everyone speaks
As
of.
soon as you learn it, as soon as they find out one person's figured it out,
Yeah,
they have to
change
change it, right? Just we'll
Exactly.
change a little bit here.
Because like back when I started my account, it would be all in chronological order,
Yeah,
right? So
yeah.
like you'd be able to see everybody's stuff.
Yeah,
no
exactly.
problem.
That was the
now,
best way, I
yeah, that was the
think.
best way by far. Now it literally goes off of just them making ad revenue.
Absolutely, yeah. You get and that's the same in every platform now. It's whatever makes them the most money. So if somebody sponsored them, they have an ad, you're going to see that over and over and over.
Yeah.
And there's even what annoys me is like some of the stuff you interact with, it still comes. So I've already liked this picture, or I've commented
Yeah.
on it. I don't need to see it again. That's not being unfair to the person who's posted it.
Yeah.
But you've already done that. But you'll scroll through and then like there's some days where I'm hard at looking. Now whatever reason I've looked through Facebook for ages, and then I'll look at it today and stuff comes up from 3 days ago. I didn't see that, but I was on Facebook forever.
Yeah.
So people start, oh, I posted that yesterday. Well, sorry, I didn't see it. I was on
You ever
Facebook.
figure out about your ad stuff there? All your emails you're getting?
No, that's annoying.
Yeah,
Hey, like that's like they've actually changed it and started sending me a different one now. One was like, this is Krista from the Facebook marketing team. You've qualified for a consultation. Oh, then you sign me up.
We only talk to Mark.
Yeah, we only go to the top of it. It's not Mark. Forget about it. But it's like it's oppressive. It puts you off doing it because even when you're working at it, and then it's boost this, do this.
Yeah.
You're one step away from having. So unless I jump through all these hoops and start dishing out my money, I don't see the value in giving them money because like we're saying,
Yeah.
it's not like people are following up to buy things off you. It's literally that you're getting another couple of likes.
Yeah. for
So
sure.
why spend money unless you really suffer with low self-esteem? Like why would you pay
Well,
for
like,
a couple of likes?
What's
No, I
that?
know.
Have you guys watched that Netflix documentary? I forgot what it's called. It was like
The social dilemma.
yeah, social dilemma, and
No,
it's like
I
how
haven't
like social media has literally became like one of the bigger addictions
Yeah.
in
Yeah,
the
yeah,
world, right?
definitely,
So
for
it is
sure.
crazy.
Oh,
It's,
yeah, for
like
sure.
I kind of feel bad. I'll post a picture, and then I'll be at work or whatever, and then like I'll get home, there'll be comments, and that's like the last thing I want to do
now you have to
is
interact with them.
like I don't want to say I hate answering comments, but it's like when someone just goes nice picture, like what do you say? Like
That's right. You're right. You're right.
It's tough. Like I appreciate the comment obviously, but
For sure.
it's
Yeah, it's tough to keep up with all that.
absolutely.
Yeah, definitely. It's it's a I like it too because you form connections and stuff, but at the same time, like it gets it depending how much it is and stuff, like you got real life too and everything,
exactly.
right? Like, but
yeah, it's all fun
Yeah.
Oh,
Absolutely.
yeah,
No,
definitely.
until the next big social media thing comes around.
we'll
right?
see.
Well, remember there's a couple other ones like Firo. Was it Firo was the one that was going to replace Facebook? Something like that. I think it's Firo. It was like pretty much like a Facebook format. I signed up to just to see how it was. And again, it looked alright, but nobody else did, right? So it was kind of useless. But that's the thing. There is always
Sure,
somebody
there'll
going
be
to try. But just Facebook's a
They're
monster.
so big.
Right?
Yeah, they'll
That's
eat
it.
anyone up.
Yeah, there's so much effort.
It'd be
put into it.
anytime a competitor would come up, Facebook would
Eat
be
them.
like, "Here's $1 billion.
Yeah,
See you later."
go away. We'll buy you.
Yeah.
And you never hear of them again.
Yeah.
So is there anything else you want to promote about yourself? Because literally tens of people are going to see this podcast. I
Tens.
listen to it. No, we want to make sure that.
Yeah.
Tens of hundreds.
No, it's not much. If you'd like to check me out, check out my Instagram and my website. Maybe I'll have
Yeah, we'll post
Yeah,
that
we'll
up.
post
Yeah.
it. So
Link it or
at
whatever.
this point, I'll put it in the comments because I'm good at
Yeah, he does the write-ups.
I write-ups.
I can't do write-ups.
so we'll put that. But I wouldn't mind taking take a screenshot of his Instagram
there.
homepage, whatever, his Facebook, his website.
Yeah, and just appreciate you guys follow along and
Yeah,
Good
keep up
chat,
track
for
with my upcoming adventures. And
yeah. So hopefully we'll get you at least another 1 or 2 subscribers. So
Yeah.
I'll
one.
unsubscribe.
One or two. Only two.
I'll unsubscribe and subscribe again.
If we both do it,
You'll get a notification. Whoa. But yeah, no, it's been good having you, Sam. We've always enjoyed hanging out. So
Yeah,
it's nice to have you on the podcast. And
Pleasure, beautiful.
so, anything else to add? There's no news. There's no anything upcoming right now, right? Just guess that's it. So we'll wrap it up. So it's going to be a goodbye from Nick.
Goodbye from Donnie.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
No? Goodbye. I'm Kyle.